Welcome, everyone. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something that, well, it pops up everywhere, soccer vocabulary.
hmm
And look, even if you wouldn't call yourself a sports fanatic, stick with us. Understanding these words, it's kind of a key to unlocking lots of conversation.
It really is.
Yeah.
Soccer or football is, most of the world calls it, it's huge globally,
Right. The most popular.
easily.
Yeah.
But the language, that's the interesting part for our discussion. These terms, they really go beyond the pitch, the stadium.
Yeah. How so?
Well, you hear them in the news, kids talk about it in school. You might even hear echoes in, like, work meetings. And definitely just chatting with friends.
Okay.
So knowing these phrases, it isn't just about following a game. It's more about understanding these shared cultural reference points that honestly come up all the time.
Got it. So our mission today, what we want to do is equip you specifically with three, let's say, Pally phrases. Kick off, score a goal, and cheer for a team. We think if you get these, really get them, you'll feel much more confident joining in.
Absolutely.
And hey, no running involved for you.
No, just some listening. And maybe seeing how language works in everyday life. It's all connected, really. These phrases sort of build the structure for talking about shared experiences.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's kick off right there with that phrase itself.
Good starting point.
Yeah, so kick off. Obviously, it starts the game, but it seems to mean more even in just regular English, doesn't it? What's the feeling behind it when a game kicks off?
That's a great way to put it, the feeling. In soccer, kickoff is, well, it's the official start. Ball in the center, the first touch.
Right, the whistle blows.
Exactly. And it restarts play, too, after halftime or a goal.
Yeah.
But linguistically, when we borrow it, it signals a start with real intention, purpose, momentum.
So not just begin.
No, it's more active than just begin.
Yeah.
Think about how we talk about, say, kicking off a project
Okay.
or kicking off a fundraising campaign
Right.
or even, kicking off a party. It has this sense of like an energetic launch. The first action setting the tone.
Right, right. And you mentioned language evolving. When kickoff jumped from the field into, well, everywhere else, what changed? Did it gain something compared to just saying start? Is it formality?
Yeah.
Energy?
Yeah, I think it gained a layer of significance, maybe a touch of formality too. You could start a meeting, sure. But kicking off a meeting, that sounds a bit more planned, more official, maybe more dynamic. It signals, okay, now we're really getting down to business.
Like an announcement.
Exactly. It implies a clear, often announced beginning. There's intention there, sometimes even a bit of, fanfare, however small.
That makes sense. It's versatile. Okay, so the game's kicked off, things are happening. What's the big moment, the one everyone's waiting for?
Ah, well, that has to be the goal.
Scoring a goal.
Yeah.
Right. Which brings us to that phrase, score a goal. Sounds simple, but
Yeah.
there's a specific way we say it, isn't there?
Simple phrase, very precise meaning. To score a goal, it means you successfully and lethally got the ball into the other team's net.
The key event.
Absolutely. That's how you get points. That's the aim. So we'd say, she scored the winner right at the end, or they need to score again.
Okay.
And the key thing here, the really crucial linguistic point, is the verb score. We don't typically use other verbs like, like make.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. You hear that sometimes, especially maybe from learners. Make a goal. Why is that wrong? What's the trap there?
That's a really common one, actually. And you're right to flag it.
Yeah.
Saying make a goal, it doesn't sound right in English for soccer.
It feels a bit off.
It does. We score goals. We don't make it's an idiomatic thing, a set phrase. Using score correctly, it just sounds more natural, more fluent.
Why score, though? Does it connect to other uses of score?
Yes, absolutely. Think about it. Score implies achieving something specific, often something counted or desired. You score points in a game, you score well on a test.
You can score victory.
Exactly. Or even like score points with the boss. It suggests achieving a defined success. Making something feels more like constructing it. Scoring is about achieving it.
That distinction is so important for sounding natural. Okay, so the goal is scored. Massive reaction from the crowd, right?
Definitely.
Which leads perfectly to our third phrase, cheer for a team. How do we talk about that support?
To cheer for a team, yeah. That really captures the whole package of passionate support, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not just watching passively. It's emotional investment. It's shouting, encouraging, feeling part of something. I always cheer for my home team, or who are you cheering for in the final?
It's about loyalty.
Loyalty, hope, excitement, it's that collective voice, that shared feeling.
It really is powerful. I remember seeing this video once, just phone footage of fans in this tiny town in, I think it was Argentina,
Hmm.
and their local team scored. The noise, the sheer joy. It was about way more than just the game. It was their town, their identity.
That's a perfect example.
So when we use cheer for in everyday life, what does that imply? Does it carry that same weight of like belonging?
It often does, I think. It implies allegiance, definitely. Solidarity. When you say you're cheering for someone or something, even outside sports.
Like for a friend getting a job.
Exactly. I'm cheering for you to get that promotion. Or maybe we're all cheering for a positive outcome. It's not just saying good luck. It conveys active hope, a shared desire for success. You're aligning yourself with them.
Right? It's like you're emotionally on their side.
Precisely.
Okay, so we've really dug into kickoff, score a goal, and cheer for a team. And it's clearer now how these aren't just simple phrases. They're kind of entry points, right? Tools for you to not just follow the conversation, but actually jump in.
Absolutely. And their significance, it really does go beyond just talking about a match. They're like little linguistic keys
Keys to what?
to cultural understanding, I'd say, to participating in these shared moments. What you've learned here, it's not just sports talk. It's about understanding these common references that pop up everywhere and knowing the right way to say things like we talked about, saying score a goal, not make a goal. That really does make a difference. It helps you sound more natural, connect a bit more easily.
So wrapping this up then,
Well,
what's the big takeaway for you listening? Maybe think about this. How understanding the everyday language around something huge and global like soccer,
yeah.
how that can actually be a really practical way to connect more deeply
Yeah.
with people, with different cultures, even if you yourself never actually step onto a pitch. It's about the shared language.
It's about the shared language. Exactly. It's a fascinating way language connects us all.